I am so embarrassed. I am so sorry. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to 7, and it decides that then is the logical time to say, you know what, I can't be bothered to work anymore, and just have internet, you know, give up on me, because that's the nice thing for it to do to me, isn't it? I'm definitely not really embarrassed and really don't want to be here right now. And now I've got to try and get the stream open. But hello! My name is The Carteristics, for any of you that have never seen my beautiful voice before. And I'm here to do Tier 11. So, we're going to be brilliant, right? You know what? Wet quali as well. That always throws a spanner in the works. And I don't really know, like, who's here, what's what, who's going where and who's doing what. However, it looks like we're a single qualifying session down here. And we've got 15 people already. I'm gassed right now. So, how are you all? I hope you're doing absolutely brilliantly. I'm frantically trying to get my laptop back online again because it's just not registering the fact that, you know, I might have an internet connection, but oh well, we move. And you can see the McLaren, who's currently second at the moment, doing really well actually. He's just coming into the pit lane. Let's have a little look and see who's on some flyers, because right now it's quite difficult to tell. I like to have gap to leader on. Let's have a little look at the tyres as well, because we're in wet conditions. It's always best to have tyres on and a full track map so we can see what's what, who's where and who's doing how. Other than that though, like, I've got no idea what to really expect, if that makes sense. I don't know who's going to be strong, who's not going to be. However, I think after this qualifying, then we can kind of sort of judge that. So I'm just going to watch, see who's on outlaps. I know this guy, P18, the Mercedes. That's... Right, I'm English. That looks German to me, and I really don't want to mess it up. But... Nicholas, oh, we'll go with Nicholas because I can do Nicholas. Right, it might be that it wants another one, but you know what? Oh well. Save. We want some lovely little. No, it's not made for kids. Where is Jarno Otmir? My Jarno Otmir is not in Big Up 11, F11. So, oh well. Other than that, though. I'm noticing we got some people on some wets, we got some people on some intermediates, but by the looks of it at the moment, it is still definitely wet weather. This fella here, TTL, absolutely hammering a lap in, 5/10 quicker than seconds. This guy is a man on a mission, and after 3 laps on the same set of tyres, I'm pretty sure he might have come in and pit for one of those. But still, half a second right now, and I noticed, was it the Ferrari that quickly glitched onto intermediates? He had a little look. I think he's set himself back to wets now. He's going to know. This is PSGL's PlayStation F. Oh, I really need to turn that off. It's where you say the name of the console we're playing on, and it comes up and tries to help you out when I don't want that. It really needs to say like, hey, and then the name of said console rather than just said console. Let's have a little look at who's doing an outlap, shall we, before I start waffling my way into the future, which is something that I have a bit of a tendency to do. Real Pordy, I'm going to guess. We're going to call him Real, because you know what? Pretty sure he's not a fake bloke. Blah, blah, blah. So we're going to watch on top of him, and Sander Jane deciding to go on intermediates. Second place, changing the strategy. Oh, this could be quality actually. Honestly, this could be top tier. I've remembered. Oh, does it do it all for me? Oh, it does it all for me. Oh yes. Oh no, we are gaming, and we are F1 22. Yeah, F1 22. There you go. We'll just go with that for now. Righty. Okay. We've got a little bit of work to do now. We've had. Okay, so you can quite clearly see we've had 2 new laps being put in. Right, Evil 7 Chris and Nicholas. Nicholas has gone on wets and he's gone fastest. But then a lot of people are beginning to switch to intermediate. So I think we're definitely right now in a period of change. Because currently, some are on inters, some are on wets. I'm noticing a lot more inters now. So I definitely think this track is drying. So expect the last couple of minutes of this to be actually carnage. When is Jarno? Jarno isn't today, mate. I think it's probably a good idea to yeah, Wednesdays. How is Jarno? I think he's always doing good, isn't he? He's just a top quality bloke, isn't he? I feel like that's going to be like the majority of my questions. But oh well, I've got Big C here and he's just answering them all for me. Exactly. He just has to sit there and essentially do my job for me. It's lovely. Right. We got 6 minutes to go. This Ferrari's just set fastest sector 1, so let's watch on board with him because I feel like he's about to put a quality lap in. Honestly. No, F11 isn't a typo. It's 11. It is definitely 1-1. Thank you, Rachel. I'm having a wonderful weekend, except for the fact I started a little bit late. Right, you don't see the start of qualifying, and that's because at 3 minutes to 7, my internet decided that it didn't want to be friends with me anymore, and it broke on me. What is Yano? I really hope that's just a really existential question. Anyway, this Ferrari, I better have a little talk about him because he's going to come around the last corner. He's just at purple sector 1 and sector 2. Jamie's gone fastest, so the two Mercedes have been knocked down and up. He goes to the top. It's clearly Inter's weather now. Anyone that's done wet laps, get off them and get on some intermediate tyres, bro, because now is not the time. We've got 63 people watching. George Russell, be proud of me. Although this fella in the AlphaTauri has just gone and set the fastest sector 3 time on wet tyres. So, who am I to presume anything? Evil 7 Chris has just gone in and put another fastest lap of the race. However, Sander James is... Oh, he's not going for a flyer. Is he going for a flyer? I genuinely can't tell. Oh, hello, Anne. Yeah, I actually know you. Hello. Please don't say anything, otherwise I will have to. Actually, no, I won't be banning you. That'll be Big C's job. I genuinely have no idea. You can't tell for me. I can't tell you whether it's going to rain or not. I don't have a weather forecast. It's just a minor little detail. F1, if you're listening. Please. Thank you. Oh, big little spin out for him. Evil 7 Chris, right now, absolutely slapping the grid silly because he's half a second faster than anyone else. Furhat's just gone in and put a time as well. So the Ferraris are clearly going quite strong as well. He's just gone and put it P2. And I think he's on another flyer, so... Well, we better watch this fella because, you know what, he's going to be actually quality. I love the fact that it puts the... Spectator can't... I know, it's so scuffed. So scuffed. Jamie, oh my god, I'm trying to keep up with all the movements happening. We've got 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Pretty much everyone has gone and put on some intermediate tyres, except for 2 blokes who are still on wets. 2 people out so far. 18 people as well for a start of an F1 league. You know what? I'm taking that. It does sound quite bugged when you're on that mode, and it can also do with traction control. So when you're on board, it can sound a little bit messed up, as well as if you're using traction control because it sort of jitters as you're trying to gain the traction. But you don't hear it as much in the car, but you hear it when you're like spectating. Don't ask me why. We got a yellow flag in sector 2, but that's only because someone's moving out the way and they're being nice. And I think the Aston Martin's backed off there. Oh, I don't even want to try. I can't speak German. How on earth am I supposed to do... I can't do that, man. You're TCL now, bro, because I can't lie. I'm not going to mess it up. Because I don't want the embarrassment, right? If there's someone German watching this... It might not even be German. It could be Dutch. It might actually be Dutch. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna stop talking about that now. And we're gonna look for some people on some outlaps, which is the AlphaTauri, Adagashi, I'm gonna guess. Adagashki? I take that. We'll take that. He's on the AlphaTauri. He's out on an outlap as well, along with Nicholas, who I can pronounce, which I'm very proud of myself. And oh, softs. I really hope that was a mistake, because if my eyes aren't deceiving me, it's still raining quite a lot. Right, I just need to bring up my lovely little important stuff to note, because I definitely can't remember what to say. I know I've been told to say some things, so oh well. He's either starting a flyer. Yes, he's starting a flyer now, so let's watch on board with the current leader. Jem also bringing himself up to the top with Jamie. You know what? It's really difficult to keep up. All of a sudden, the people that were at the top, like Sander James and Furhat, are now 1.2 seconds down, and all of a sudden, these boys have just sprung up to the top. I really hope if that's a pinned comment, that is brilliant. That is actually brilliant. Oh, and Evan has let off. Evil Chris has just jumped to the top. He's put in the lap of his life. He goes nearly a second. He's gone a second faster than anyone else. I really hope that this is a drying track. Otherwise, that is an annihilation of everyone. He's gone 9 tenths. Yeah, because Ethan's just popped in a time there. He's gone third fastest. He's nearly a second off the pace. Like, what's going on? That is a properly good lap, actually. Fair enough. Oh, my stream is healthy. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what's what, who's where. And TTL has just gone in and put another time in, along with Nicholas. So these three drivers now, 2 tenths apart, Evil Chris and Nicholas being very close together. They are dropping the grids, because once you get to 4th, all the way down to 9th, it's only 8 tenths. But the difference between 3rd and 4th is 9 tenths. So I'm really hoping that Ethan's about to put in a top quality lap, because he's most certainly on a flyer right now. Let's see how he gets on, shall we? Oh my god, we have got the best number of concurrent viewers right now, which I'm not allowed to say probably on this stream, because I'm not allowed to like swear. And I mean, it kind of is and kind of is. And he hasn't gone faster. So I really hope that he's now starting a flyer. And oh, is that invalid? No, he's kept it somehow valid. Qualifying's up, ladies and gentlemen, as well. I just thought I'd tell you that, because I didn't even notice, because the yellow flag's constantly there. So qualifying's done. Anyone who's out on track, this is their final lap to pull. The Mercedes hasn't got another lap, presumably because he just broke his front wing. VDB hasn't got another lap. Ethan has got another lap. He's going to be one of the drivers that gets another lap. Gem VW as well. Right, so, what's just moved here? Furhat's just brought himself back up. He's now a second off the pace. TTG Evans gone up as well. He's only just topped in for P4. Let's see who else moves around. Hugo Machini has gone up to P5. Top quality stuff from him. That pushes TT Evans. And the Haas has gone up to P8. Top quality stuff from him as well. And that's most people finished now. Who was that? That was Sander Jane that's just put himself up into P3. Let's see what Ethan does. He's invalidated. Nothing's going to happen with him. This guy's the last guy to cross the line. We've got our qualifying sorted. Oh my god, so much just happened in the last 30 seconds, and I don't quite think I caught up with it. Damn, that was a lot. Mercedes? What's happened? Because Mercedes have absolutely battered it. Silver Arrow front line, they have... I wonder if it is. I've genuinely got no idea whether it's the right order, because all of a sudden it's gone from being like that 3 drivers and the second drop to everyone else. Now it's just slightly more backed off, but Nicholas has still put it on nearly half a second faster than his teammate. And then Sander James has only just really about half a tenth, missed out on P2. So, yes, I don't blame you, mate, for being excited. What a lap. That is top quality stuff, honestly. The fact we got 63 concurrent viewers for a Mercedes front row, that is perfect. Right, let me do, so I have this little thing where I try and jump people, like try and run through it as quickly as possible, and this trying to help me learn the names as well. So Nicolas gets it on pole for the German, and TTL comes second. Dutch, I did get it right, it was Dutch. Sander Jane comes third, P3, and Evil Chris in P4. Gem in P5, and Huberto Mancini in P6. TTG Evan P7, Furhat P8, HG P9. VDB P10, Ethan in P11, and Real Paudy in P12, Duncan in P13, and Jamie in P14, Trust 15, Agdogashi 16, Axos 17, and F1AV Perrin in 18, and we're done. No, 4% chance, 4% chance? No, 4% chance of it raining. So it's pretty confident to say we're going to have a dry race. And I need a drink. Oh my god, I just opened the bottle cap for sparkling water and it's just gone all over my face. Oh, yeah. I still don't know what that means, bro. I still can't pronounce that. Mate, I'm English. Please. Right, okay, this is a perfect opportunity to have a word from our sponsors. Cue sponsor music. Right, our primary sponsor is, as you can probably tell, it's GT Omega. They're top quality blokes. Not that I've ever bought from them, but I do know people who have, and their stuff is lovely. Like, genuinely, it's good. So, if you've got money and you need some gaming stuff, go to those fellas, because it's top quality. And guess what? Because you're here, I'll help you out as well. If you use code... Oh, top man, cheers, man. But if you use code PGSL, get 5% off. But don't tell anyone I told you that. I'm good at this. And we've got another sponsor, that's the word I'm looking for, and that is Grid Rival. And I actually have a piece to say about this. So this race is sponsored by Grid Rival, a Formula 1 fantasy league game for a real life F1 season. It has unmatched research tools, simple teams management with a new contract system, detailed performance data, and loads of engaging social features. Head over and join our PGSL league on Grid Rival by using our affiliate link in the description below. Anyway, back to racing. I thought that was a perfect time. Cheers, bro. Go buy something from GT Omega, because who knows? Maybe I'll get a tenner at the end of the season. Just throwing it out there. Anyway, whilst we've been doing that, the drivers have been setting up for their formation. Let's have a little check and see who's on what tyres, because right now I'm on the wrong settings. Primarily, we've gone for hard tyres. But a few people, like Huberto Mancini, I'm guessing he's Italian, in the Williams has gone on to mediums with Furhat and a couple of others, the 2 Alfa Romeos, and what is that? Is that Jamie? That is, yeah. So everyone's lining up. We'll watch on the last boy of the group, who's getting in very promptly. I'm absolutely loving this promptness. You know what? I think we're ready to go. We are ready to go. We're going to jump to the 5 red lights of the Austrian Grand Prix to get ready for F11, and we go green, and it is a pretty decent start for the 2 Mercedes. They get away really well, and the Red Bull curves up the inside. He'll take P3 into the turn 1, and Sanders drops down to P4, and Huberto Mancini takes up P5. Everyone a bit of movement towards the back of the grid as well, as you see the Alfa Romeo, and that's the Aston Martin going side by side. Up the hill they go, and towards the front of the grid it remains the same up turn 3. No late move lunges for anyone up the grid turn 3 until we start to look back towards the Aston Martins, who are having a nice little battle with an Alfa Romeo right there. And who's that? That's the Alpine. Other than that, no movement at the start straight away. It's quite quiet at the front. Everyone's trying to just stay in formation, trying to stay in one piece. Most people running hard tyres as well, so they're just trying to not make too much move, trying to keep everything nicely in place. And you know what? No damage has pretty much been caused to anyone. let's have a little check and see who's moved around where. Position changes. Big moves for Jamie. He's managed to get himself up to P8 at the start of that race. And unlucky for the Haas, which I'm still not going to try it. He's gone down 5 places, and that's an unlucky start for him. Other than that, though, gaps to leaders, we're already pulled. We pulled out 8 seconds so far, so it's not all that much. We can see a little bit of movement at the back of Red Bull, just having a little look, just having a little peek. And hard tyre start is glitch still, I think. Is this a glitch? Bro, I didn't even know there was a glitch. Could possibly see some movement up into turn 8. And oh, we get to just watch that lovely as the Alpine and Aston Martin go side by side up there, just round the hill. And it's going to be the Alpine that takes the position down into turn 4. I doubt that'll be the end of their fight, though. But we're going to have to try and take a little bit closer of a look up at the front, because we have got some battling going on up here. Fight for P4 in particular, just 4 tenths apart from each other. And actually, it is still quite close up here. And it doesn't let you start on mediums unless you add a stint in the tyre strategy. Huh, that is odd. But there we go. We can't hate on it, because otherwise we don't have anything to watch. So, oh well. But chaos towards the back of the grid, as I think the Alfa Romeo is going to go for it. You know, he's sent it up the inside into turn 1. He's got the job done. Skidaddle, and that is a Ferrari wide. I think he's got no damage though. Luckily for him, no damage, and I think the Aston Martin is going to try it. He's going to go up the inside of the Alfa Romeo. No, he stays behind. He couldn't quite hit it, and oh, he's been rammed in the back by the other Alfa Romeos. Oh, the big collision going on back there. But I don't think, no one's lost too much out of that. Just a bit of positioning, that's all. Luckily, not too much damage whatsoever, as we see the Ferrari getting very heavily pressed by Alfa Romeo, and the Alpine just trying to sneak it up the inside as well. Still quite quiet at the front, which is why I'm having a little bit closer look towards the back of the grid, because this is where it's all going down, and I'm absolutely loving it. So we're going to carry on like this, but I really hope it don't stay like this forever, because I can't keep this up. I've only got so much lungs. The Alpine's going to try and send one down the inside. Didn't quite work out for him. Into that. Oh no, they're both diving into the pits. They both picked up some damage from that turn 3 incident. Oh, and a 5-second time penalty for VDB. Oh, poor kid. He's got a 5-second time penalty now. I think the Alfa Romeo is going to go for it, you know. Is he going to go inside? Is he going to go outside? He's going to try the inside, get hammered down the brakes. They're going to run side by side through this corner. He's got the medium tyres. He's going to be more grippy and get a better exit, and so he has. And that's really opened up an opportunity for the Aston Martin here, because the Alpine still doesn't have DRS. The Aston Martin, it's going to... Oh, I've gone the wrong way. The Aston Martin's launched it down the inside. He's taken 2 places, but braked a little bit too late, and he might have opened up the Alfa Romeo to sneak through. And I'm just going to stick with the car manufacturers for now, because Jamie is a man on a surge. He's up 8 places at the moment, doing absolutely God's work. Unlike Evil Chris, who I think's had a bit of an incident. I think he was one of the people that got caught up in all that, and that's the reason why he's down 9 places. Other than that, though, this battle could get even more interesting from here. Don't you worry, it's not all over yet. Fights at the front of the grid still quite quiet. Everyone's staying around 6 to 9 tenths apart from one another. I am watching it closely, though, on the timing boards, just to make sure nothing happens and we're not looking, because who would want that? We got movement up into turn 3. Jamie and Ethan going side by side once again. Neither of them giving it up. And which one of them's got... Neither of them have got DRS open. Huh? And we got an incident at turn 3. That's an Aston Martin stopped on the grid. I'm pretty... Is that an Aston Martin? Yeah, F1 AV, I think that is, stopped. Who's now running a little bit slow as the Aston Martin goes, that's all round the outsides. As Ethan just tries to lunge another one down the inside. But I think they've got to back off at some point. Preserve a bit of tyre and try and go again. Furhat as well, right on the back of this Alpine. He wants some of it as well. He's really hungry for some. And what's great about this, if we look on the back of this Ferrari, we can watch these two fight up at the top. The Alfa Romeo is going to go the inside. Oh, he's got all the pace in the world to get past the Ferrari, too far back to even consider a move. And the Aston Martin, I think he's quite comfortably got this move in the bag, done, dusted. You can see the Ferrari behind as well. I can't see the Ferrari. The Ferrari's too far back. Furhat once again too far back. The McLaren as well, now getting on the back of him. But I think this is a good opportunity for Jamie to try and break the slipstream if he can. Because right now he's doing very, very well. Obviously up 8 places, as mentioned before. But we're getting quite a strong DRS train here, as we can see a couple more drivers beginning to catch up. Obviously another DRS train just up the road. And I'm noticing that these two drivers are now beginning to get a little more close than they have done any other time rounds. Let's see if any moves are made this time round. I don't think so, you know. Mercedes just too far away, but GEM is clearly a man on a mission. He's got pace at the moment, and oh! There goes the Mercedes, just getting a little bit too sharp on the accelerator and just spins off out of the exit of turn 1. That promotes GEM VW up into second place. You can see movement happening towards the back as well. Jamie's haven't managed to hold on so far in P5, and I think he's going to hold on through turn 3 as well by the looks of it. But this could be bad for Mercedes. All of a sudden it's gone from being it's gone from being just a Mercedes that they can comfortably look after this race to all of a sudden they've only got one driver in it. However, by the looks of it, this Mercedes driver, he's just set the fastest purple. Well, he's set fastest purple. I think that's another driver stop. That's Uguero Mancini. He's spun, I think. I don't know why I keep doing an Italian accent there either. I'm so sorry if I'm offending anyone. But I'm British, so that's just the kind of things we do. Jamie, because of Huberto, is now up 10 places. And because of TTL. So, utter chaos. The Alfa Romeo swerving all over the place, just wondering whether to make a move or not. Sander Jane has managed to sneak it past the Red Bull. And by the looks of it, Nicolas has dropped the field. He has as well. He's dropped it 2.2 seconds now. It's now a fight for second place, really. And Jamie and Alfa Romeo still going side by side. These two can't give it up on each other. And I have to watch in front as well, but I don't think anything's going to happen there. The Aston Martin's going to get the best through. And the Williams and Alfa Romeo collide, have a nice little bash of the wheels. And it's going to be the Williams that's going to have to take the outside line. The Alfa Romeo not going to try it. He's going to stay behind now, probably waiting for the next DRS straight. But this is a perfect opportunity for Jamie to try and drop them. If the Williams and Alfa Romeo want to try and fight a little bit, it's a good opportunity for Jamie to get away. And I think that might be what's happening, because all of a sudden you've got TTL on the back of this battle as well. So I can see him getting involved in this soon. P2 is in DRS. Oh my god, he has. Sander Jane has got pace. Man's got pace. He's brought himself into DRS already. Thank you for telling me that. That is why I absolutely love it, because you can be like my co-commentator and just like tell me when stuff's happening. But at the moment, clearly not making. I don't think he quite had DRS on that one in particular. But we will just have a little look towards the back of the grid, because everyone's like 2/10 apart. The Mercedes is going to go for it. Going to swoop around the Williams, just making a lot of contact. The Williams gets himself back in front. I don't think TTL will be too pleased with that. It might have been a little bit of a push. He might have been, he's just trying to lunge a little bit too hard, and he's just not quite ready for that yet. And Huberto Mancini now a second away from that Alfa Romeo because of this fight with the Mercedes. This could give a good opportunity for Ethan and Jamie to break away into another sub pack, and we're going to have to watch on board, because Sander Jane hasn't got DRS, but the Red Bull does. He's going to have to go and sneak up the inside if he wants to make a move work. He's going to do it at turn 3. It's one of the most common places we've seen so far. No lockup as well. It was a good exit. However, the Ferrari's still right on the back, only 3/10 back. And that is Furhat out of the race, and it is a full course. Is it a safety car or is it a VSC? It doesn't tell me. Is it a full safety car or is it just a VSC? It is a full safety car. Full safety car. It's lap 10 of 36 and we got a full safety car. I can't see pit stops not happening. So much so, I'm going to put on stops as that, because I feel like anyone who's on medium tyres should be fitting the hards and going to the end. Sander Jane deciding to go for it. Let's see who else decides to make that decision. The Aston Martin and Alfa Romeo also agree. The Mercedes is going to go for track position though. TT's going to go for track position. Roberto Mantini comes in with TCG7 as well. Trust Matt has come in as well. Lots of movement now. A lot of drivers coming in. Only 3 drivers have stopped prior to this. But I think a lot of people are going to stay out as well. A lot of people have elected to stay out, so that really shakes up the grids. But all of a sudden, we got a race on our hands here, boys. So let's look and see, what have people decided to do? So Nicholas, let's open Discord just to make sure that no one's saying nothing. Oh, people are saying stuff. Oh, no one was happy with the rain. No one was happy in the rain. Like, really not happy. You know what? Whilst we're in safety car conditions, that's the word I'm looking for, I wrote a tiny little, I genuinely, it was a tiny little Word document about some cool little facts. Where I say, hello guys, how do I subscribe in some category? How do I force it? Can you define what you said? So are you do you just want to look at the PC leagues, or do you just want to look at the PlayStation leagues? Are you looking for... You're going to have to explain yourself a little bit better there, buds, because I'm still... Hey, yo, bro, funny joke and all that. Oh, Xbox. We don't do Xbox, do we? I'm so sorry, my friend. We do PlayStation and PC. Sorry. That's not me saying no to you. When I say the name of the console I'm playing on, this little thing comes up and tries to help me. And I was just trying to tell it to go away. But unfortunately, once upon a time we did. But that's season 27, and that's the only one. Yeah. I think there was an Xbox One for one season, and then it disappeared. I'm sorry, my brother. Oh, what does this do? Oh! Oh my god, I can put ads in. Right, so I've just put in an ad in. So, hello and welcome back. Let's go, bro, let's go. Welcome back from your advertisement. Hope you're all doing well. I think that's only if you watch it back. So, I'll probably put in another one at the end of the race. And then that'll be it. Probably one right at the very end of the video as well, just to annoy people, because I know how much that annoys me, and I find that quite funny. Sorry. So, alright, safety car is in this lap, ladies and gentlemen. Safety car is in this lap. Let's have it. Nicholas will lead the pack out. Let's have a nice little look at telemetry so we can see when his throttle decides he's had enough of going slowly. Which should be, I think, the latest you can do it in like new rules is out of the exit of the last corner. So expect us to all get underway prior to then, which is still like two corners time. So really, really long time to have to drop the safety car. Oh well. We're away and he's dropped everyone. 1 second already, he's had an absolute flying start. I was too busy looking at something because I thought it would take forever. I'm so sorry. But oh well. You know what? TTL, all of a sudden, in a good place for track position right now. I think his objective is to now stay out on these tyres. I think similar with everyone else, they want to stay out on these tyres as long as possible. Try and drop the grid if possible with the fighting that is going to inevitably take place, as I can see a Haas and Aston Martin just having a nice little scrap out the rear end of that Alfa Romeo, and oh, there goes the Haas. Lots of front wing everywhere, but not out. Pretty decent. I think you also know I'm one of the only bits of this league that has one commentator. So I'm trying. I don't know why you needed to know that, but we're going to look at the front of the grid anyway, the back of the grid, sorry, because that is where everything is happening. Cars are just lining the back straight. We don't do Xbox, I'm sorry, my friend. Only PC and PS. He's going to launch it, isn't he? The AlphaTauri's going to try it. They go side by side and just gets on the throttle a little too early. And he's going to drop nicely back into the absolute chaos that is this rear end. Oh, that's a gnarly little accident. Only one man didn't survive that. Is it a VSC or a full safety car? I genuinely have no idea. It's a full safety car. We lasted... Was it 1 lap or 2? We lasted 2 laps. 2 laps, come on. That was a gnarly accident though. That was bad. That was a bad accident. And now look, everyone at the front, everyone that didn't stop before, stopping now. I don't know whether that's a smart... Oh, poor Mercedes. Poor TTL, we had to stop for the double stack. So now I'm pretty certain everyone stopped. Yes, everyone has stopped. So the highest, Evil Chris, has managed to put 2 stops in, and he's still P5. I don't know either. And so has VDB, although I think he had an accident at the start. Did he? Yeah, I think he lost some front wing and he had to pit early. Other than that though, other 2 stoppers include Trust Mats, and he's last. God, this Alpine is... No, Owen, no I don't. Just on a level that I have been strictly told, say any non-PG things and see you later. Just on the base of my own safety, I'm a pass. But thank you. But I'm a pass. Shall we have a nice little look at... Yeah, let's go... Well, what should we do? Because this is the order. What shall we do to pass the time, ladies and gentlemen? I reckon the smartest thing to do is let's go on GT Omega and let's just have a look and see what brilliant things they have to offer. So, GT Omega have quite a lot. They have a lot to offer. They've got chairs, cockpit. Oh, I've got no idea. What is that? Oh, accessories. Moser, which I've heard is actually pretty decent. I've heard about Moser. I'm still using a G29, so what would I know? Wheel stands, desks, and some great little merchandise. I don't think it's not PGSL merchandise. It's GT Omega merchandise, but still, you know what? If you want to cop yourself some of this stuff, you know what I said before. Just PGSL 5% off. Do your thing, please, because it will probably help me out. And who knows? Maybe you'll be seeing me in F10 next year. I might get promoted. Let's look. What is? Let's do. Is there a bit where I can just go to all? No, there isn't. Let's see if there's anything. Sorry, I'm just scrolling the beautiful website of GT Omega, and I just got lost in its beauty. As well, on top of that, look in the description, Grid Rival. I need to make myself one, I know. But you know what? I'll be on there sooner or later. I'm terrible at fantasy stuff, I can't lie. It's my worst. I'm so bad at fantasy. I just get classes. Are we the only people live? Oh my god, we are. I thought we had like more people. Oh right, safety car is in this lap because I can see everyone's backing up. Let's do this. Right, time to get back in the zone, back in the game. We're halfway through this race. We've had 2 safety cars. Sander Jane is starting us today. The time is 6 minutes to 8. So we've been, live for 42 minutes. I know, internet prevented us. Not going yet, not going yet, not going yet. And he's gone. He has gone, but he hasn't quite ditched everyone like he did last time. And, oh, that's Ethan into the pits straight away. So I'm guessing he picked up a little bit of damage off the start of that. And big moves for the McLaren. I think he's just lost a position. I think Evil Chris has just gone up one. Fair play to you, lads. So everyone's coming up now. We can see the Mercedes is having a little look. He's having a little sneak peek. He wants a bit of that Alfa Romeo for breakfast. He's going to have him for breakfast. He might even have the Alpine for lunch. But, oh, and he's been spun round by the Red Bull. Unfortunate, 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 as chaos still reigns supreme. The Red Bull and Mercedes are going to go side by side. Whoa, this is just not unusual at all. They've made it through. Unlike 2020. I'm not naming names. I really shouldn't say that kind of thing, should I? Right now, it's weird. It's very, very close, and yet no moves are being made. So I don't really know what to say. Other than, cheers, Jeff. Cheers, Jeff. This is great racing. Trust Matzo. There's a group of these fellas at the back. They're running like a 10th. They're running closer than anyone else on the grids. I can't really see many moves being made. I think I'm going to try and stay here for now and then just watch and see if any of them close up, because it's difficult, right? Oh, Red Bull. Poor exit from the Red Bull. He's just lost quite a lot of time to the group in front. which right now has got no fighting whatsoever. I'm just trying to see a battle. Oh, the Alfa Romeo sneaking up the inside of that Red Bull, and the Red Bull gets spin round by the Aston Martin. Oh, Nelly, that's just not what you want to see. I can't lie, Red Bull's just not their corner. We got a yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. That is here. What happens? F1 AV Perrin picked up a 3-second time penalty for something. McLaren's going to send it up the inside there. He's going to leave Jamie out of the running pretty much. Nicolas as well, getting very, very close to this Alpine. He wants past. Quite clearly, he had a brilliant run at the start of this race. Then obviously it all went a little bit pear-shaped. And that is a lovely little move by the McLaren around the outside. The Mercedes wants a bit of it as well. Big lock up into the corner. And Joel really struggling for traction through that corner there. That allows the Alpine through comfortably. But he's going to have to try and go round the outsides. Another big lock up for the Mercedes. He's really struggling for grip on those tyres. And these two just running side by side really casually now into turn 5. They stay side by side. Neither of these two want to give it up. And oh, the McLaren just backs out there. He knows that two aren't fitting into that corner, so he backs out. But that unfortunately leaves the door wide open for the... Oh, that is such a shame there to have a little collision. Because I thought the Mercedes was just going to sneak through there. That's a little unfortunate. But the Mercedes have got a great little opportunity here. And that's just backed up the field here. All of a sudden, I think moves could be made into turn 1. The Alpine's going to hold it, though. Everyone's going to hold position. Off goes the Alpine. And the Mercedes slows down a lot, I think, just to say, there you go, there's my penalty. I've got to get through everyone now. He knows that he's in the wrong, so he's just taking his penalty, hasn't he? Big moves being made at the front, though. We go 3 wide. McLaren comes out worse of the 3. Mercedes coming out the best. The Alpine just keeping himself comfortably at the front here. And after all of this, Sander Jane is running away with this right now. 1.8 seconds. Such quality fighting, though. Like, okay, a little bit bumper cars here and there, but you know what? That's a horrible little bit of traction for the Red Bull there. He's going to concede 2 positions because of that. Most people are a little bit short of ERS. I've just seen one person on none. Mercedes rioting up the inside there. The Red Bull wants past desperately. He knows that he had a bit of a mistake and all of a sudden he's lost so much time and position. He's just got the pace on the McLaren. Smokes him down the main straight. We got a yellow flag in sector 3. That's an Alpine stop. That's Evil Chris. And Trutz Matzo has crashed. Oh, in the pit lane. Oh no. Is he in? No, he's not in the pit lane. Is it a full course safety car again? It's a waved yellow. It's a full course safety car! Modern American. I'm going to be completely honest, I don't know any of these people. Well, we're in F11, mate. So, I'm terribly sorry to tell you that, you know, F11, we're not the most world-renowned people. If you want people you know, I would suggest PCF1 and PSF1. Because stuff happens in those. Did Nicholas just go past? Is he allowed to do that? Oh, there's a fella talking in a language I don't know, so let's just Google Translate that. Few people deciding to stop. TTG Evan and Real Porty coming in. Oh, it's what that means. Do they drive with assist? They are allowed assists. Obviously, if they don't want to, they don't have to. But they are allowed to have assists if they would like. I know Racing Line is allowed. And I think traction control and ABS is allowed. But some people obviously choose not to drive with it because it is faster. Ad breakers. Obviously, this is for like later viewings, but... Welcome back. Oh, I think the Mercedes just had to concede that position because he was getting told off. On lap 24 of 24 of 36. The safety car is going around for another lap, I think. Yeah, because... Right, I'm going to disappear for 2 seconds. I'm going to go and fill up my water bottle because it's getting dangerously low. And we've still got quite a long time. So... no, not everyone is on wheel. They don't have to be if they don't want to be. Right, so back in a second. Bye, have a great time. Alrighty, the safety car coming in now. I'm back on perfect timing. How do people actually get into this? Right, so probably in the description, isn't it? Yeah, so in the description there's something called Discord. So copy that link. Get a Discord account if you need to, and you can sign up. Obviously you can't do it now because sign-ups are closed. But at the end of the season, sign-ups will open again and you can join if you want to. What I would suggest, though, get some damn practice in. Because, oh my god, this is competitive. He's gone really early. He's gone before the corner even started. Standard Jane just trying a different technique this time. Because obviously it didn't work that last time. And, oh, I've just turned my laptop off. So I'm going to have to try and open that up again as I race. That's just going to be a really, really difficult thing to do. Why has my power button got to be there, of all places? So, Jamie at the back getting dangerously close there. Oh, movement at the front as well. Nicholas has managed to sneak it up the inside of the AlphaTauri to split the two. He's gone technically fastest Sector 1, Nicholas. So I think he's had an absolutely brilliant start to this race. As I'm trying to get my laptop back on again, it's just slowly powering up, so I can't actually see any messages right now. TCG Evan as well. And Evil Chris just trying to get a move around the Alfa Romeo. He's going to have to go up the inside of turn 5. Does so quite well as well, you know. Impressive stuff. Oh. Password is incorrect. Lovely stuff. You just love it when that happens. TCCL is right on the back of the Ferrari here. So, we could have a change of lead here. Lap 26 to 36. 10 laps to go now. We're now on lap 27, but obviously you've got the whole of lap 36 as well. DRS will open next lap, I'm pretty certain. I don't think it opens this lap. We've got another lap to go. So, unfortunate for them. Yeah, let's restore, please. Because then I don't have to put everything in. And oh, God, that was close. That was really close to hitting his front wing. Somehow he's managed to get away from that. Lovely little aerial shot. And now I've got that horrible, horrible rear shot. I don't like it because I can't see a battle. It's annoying that you can't change like the onboard shots because like they're annoying. We don't have an Xbox One. There you go. Yeah, I've just seen your comment. My laptop's back online. Come on. No, we don't have an Xbox. Once upon a time we did. Like season 27. I wasn't even here then, but not anymore. I'm sorry to tell you, my friend. Other than that though, everyone keeping pretty much the same, 3/10 apart, 4 tenths apart for everyone. It's so... This is unbelievably close. I've never seen anything like this. But we're going to have a possible lead change, surely, at some point. The Mercedes has now got a good DRS. And, oh, the Red Bull's going to go for it. He tried it. Not quite worked out entirely for him. And now he's got to try and get the grip back down again. And he's going to lose a couple of places because of that. All of a sudden, that promotes quite a few people up. And the Mercedes still not going to get a good opportunity to get past. Unfortunate for him, but Nicholas just getting a nice little bump. And, oh, hey, what just happened? Chaos. Very chaos. What on earth just happened? That was Jem. He's just had a bit of a nightmare of like a lapse. Yeah. I would say it's definitely cheaper to just get the game on your PC. Just a word of advice. Although PS4s are pretty cheap, so... And you can still play on PS4 as well. I'm pretty certain. Because I'm on PS5, so... TTG Evan setting a 107, so he's going fastest at the moment. He's caught up nicely with this front pack as well. Just trying to drop the backpack, but still 7 tenths is not going to drop it. It's only once he gets P5, and that's where the pack's beginning to separate. Show the delta laps. So I'm guessing you want fastest. There you go, there's your fastest laps. See, front runners, just something that's amazing me is people are so close and yet people aren't fighting. Just from leagues that I've done previously, that just doesn't happen. I'm gonna have to switch back because I'm really struggling to like see which battles are like worth watching and which aren't. But I think it's the front runners right now to watch, isn't it? It really is. The two Mercedes have somehow managed to sort of pull back after everything that's happened with them. Although Sander Janes still holding on strong. Amazingly, still no problems whatsoever for him at the front. Though the Mercedes getting really close there, he just can't. I think something I've noticed is obviously the Ferrari's losing time down the straight. Obviously, he hasn't got DRS. But the grip out the corners from that Ferrari is insane. And the Alpine's just got dropped. And there's a double podium for Mercedes all of a sudden. Did I just say Red Bull instead of Alpine? I did, didn't I? Not quite sure why. Alfa Romeo's managed to snuck past Ethan. Just doing Ethan things and just getting past as per usual. Who's that stop? That is that Jamie? No, is that Jamie? Oh, the man that was doing so well. Oh, poor guy, poor guy. Oh, the Ferrari's really having to fight now. He's got two Mercedes behind him. If he manages this, it's a 5-lapper to the end now. It's 5 laps to the ends. Oh, this just got interesting. He's going to have to defend. And it's another safety car. Why? Why? Huh? I've got a safety car. No one just DNF'd, did they? No. Why have we got a safety car? Why have they thrown out a safety car? I mean, throw a spanner in the works, why don't ya? Just shove in a safety car 5 laps to the end of the race. Oh, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we have got one hell of a finish on our hands. So, sit back, relax, watch this lovely advert I'm about to give you. You know what? It is because the game wants to. The game just fancies having a safe. It was like, no, 5 laps, the Ferrari's going to struggle. Let's just make this harder for Mercedes, shall we? Let's just make this harder for Mercedes and knock off 3 laps and just throw a safety car. I've genuinely got no idea why they've thrown a safety car. Not a clue. Not a clue. I'm amazed. There they are, all backing up to the safety car now. Might not be 3 laps actually, because everyone's going to catch on pretty quickly. Quite a lot of people coming into the pit, so maybe there was an accident and it's just debris. But usually debris is just VSC. I don't know. All I know is this is going to make Mercedes' life difficult. Ferrari's tensions skyrocket, and a possible big grid shift up right at the end of this race, because you do know anyone lower than 10th is going to have a very different mindset now. They're not going to be thinking this race is done, this race is finished. Oh, why are we losing viewers right now? Of all times, this is time to have viewers, so this is the time obviously people decide to leave. I don't know either. So we're obviously going for another lap, so we're gonna have like 4 laps of racing. So right now it's 5, because you've always got to think you've got all of lap 32 to do, but you've also got all of lap 36 to do, which is why you've got to like think about it. Oh, I've been mentioned. Oh, nothing important. Right, what was I looking for? I was looking for a message that tells me like the guidelines. There we go, that's what I want. As I know the point system's different, so I'm just going to look. I'm just hoping that I'm right when I say this. The top, yeah, it's still top 10. Still top 10. So I think safety car is going to be in this lap, because the Ferrari is definitely treating it like it is. It is. Safety car is in this lap. However, show tyres. I will more than happily show tyres. That is a logical one to look at for the end of this race. Bunch of people have decided to switch to softs. Soft tyres only really come in the last couple of laps, other than DTG Evan, who's been on it for 9, Ethan and Egg, and hide spectators menu. Perfect, thank you. Thank you, you're really... Bro, it's raining for you? Oh, who was that? That's Ecos, who's just hit the wall. And we also will look at penalties right at the very end. But we are underway. We're underway, and Sander Jane once again getting away well. This fella's not having any of it, is he? He's on older tyres. So... oh, this is going to be close. 3 full laps of racing to go. The 2 Mercedes are having more of a scrap right now with each other than they are with the Ferrari, but this Mercedes, he's so close on the back. But the Ferrari pulls away again. He must have a lower grip. He must have a lower downforce. He must do. And oh, that's knocked off the front end plate of the Mercedes. He's going to probably slow down the other one, and that is a Alfa Romeo. Yes, VDB. Just stopped on track. He's getting back on now. That's nice to see. But I think the Mercedes have surely got to switch round. They're going to. Yes, they know that this is their only chance to pick up a race win if they want it. They know they can hold a podium, but they want that race win, and they want it desperately. 2 more racing laps to go as we come across the line now. Other things towards the back, TGG Evan and Ethan, I think, have moved up a couple of places. They're now in P4 and P5. Sander James still keeping a good little distance. We're going to keep the intervals on now so we can have a little look and see what's happening towards the back of the grid, because not a whole lot of moves are being made right now. Surprisingly, this is our second to last lap of racing. The Mercedes know that the next lap they're going to have DRS, but they'll have to make the most of it in 1 lap. I think the Mercedes still wants to make the move early though. Go, has a little look, decides not to. I'm really running out of oxygen right now. I'm on lungs. Just do me for like another minute, please. Oh, I'm going to pass out. Oh my god. Give me some water, please. I'm going to get a lump in my throat. I'm going to get a fuzzy brain. So coming around turn 9 and turn 10. The other Mercedes, TTL, is still, even with the front end plate missing, bro's still holding third. This is a brilliant opportunity for Mercedes to grasp the first win. He's going to have DRS. And he's going to have to do it around the outside, but he's got the position. But only momentarily. He might not be able to keep it for the hold. He does get it round the outsides. And the other Mercedes has got a better exit than the Ferrari. All of a sudden, this is Mercedes 1-2 on the cards here. Nicholas has absolutely run away with this, but the other Mercedes has obviously got that broken front end plate. He's not going to get the best corner in the world, but it's a pretty late break from the Ferrari. He's managed to do a great little switchback. It could be brilliant for Mercedes here right towards the end of the race. The Ferrari's having absolutely none of it, though. He goes through. That slows the Mercedes down. The Alpine goes through. He's going to try again on the soft tyres. There's only 12 laps old, but he's going to try it as well. Nicholas has pretty much run away with this right now, but TJ Evans going to try and go around the outside of turn 9. He's only gone and done it as well, but no, the Ferrari's managed to hold on to it. He's going to have the exit of his life if he wants to get anything here. He's going to go to DRS. They're going to go to the line. Who's taking it? It's Sanders. Oh my god. Oh, look at that delta. 0.041 seconds at the end of the race. And, I've got to stop talking, man. I've got to stop talking. What an end to that race. That is so close. Nicholas has secured it right at the very end there. It wasn't Ferrari's day, but they still managed to bring home P2. So unfortunate for TTL as well. He finished P4. Oh wow. Oh wow. Mercedes, after having such a bumpy race, they've managed to pick up P1. The Merc absolutely dumped them, yeah. Absolutely left them for dead. The Mercedes are cheering. He's doing his nice victory celebration and the champagne comes out. Oh, congratulations to him. Congratulations to him. To the top 3 drivers, please don't leave. I want to do a nice little chat with you, but I am going to have to give it a minute. Oh, God, I'm going to have to give it a minute because I'm feeling very lightheaded right now. I'm feeling very lightheaded. So, yeah, it was definitely a couple of things will obviously be checked. Because I know a couple of instances, a couple of people was a bit close. But you know what? Overall, what a race. Fastest was Ecos, P11. But let's do our front rundown. Nicholas has won it with Sander Joe in P7, TGG in P3 and Real P4, Evil P5, TTL, Ethan, GEM, the AlphaTauri, F1 AV and Aston Martin in P10, Ecos P11, EGM P12, Dungeon P13, VBD 14, Jamie P15, and he runs out the leaders, Trust, Huberto and Ferhat. DNF'd out of that race. I'm going to give myself 2 minutes just to catch my breath. And anyone who finished in the top 3, please add me on PlayStation. I would like to have a post-race interview with you. That would be highly appreciated. We're literally just going to talk about the end of that race because oh my god. So if you want to stick around for interviews, please do. I'm going to give myself a second, because my boy do I need a second. I'll be back in a minute. We got one so far. Oh god, I'm so tired. I'm just gonna have a little chat with these fellas, and then I'm gonna call it a night, because I can't believe it's only whatever time it is, and I'm already this tired. Right, let's join a little party with this fella. And just wait for him to join. Co-Masters does not like Mercedes at all. Huh. Oh, right. Just sat in a party with this fella, Nicholas. Oh, they've all stayed here. Oh, do you want to just do it in the game? Oh, I'll happily do it in the game. If you're all going to stay here, unmute all and just shove on audio. What would be? Would it be in audio settings? Yeah, push to talk. Yeah. Hello. Oh, I'll have to leave it. Yo, are you going to do it in game?
Yes, I think I can.
Yeah, sure, because the top three are still here, so we may as
Okay,
well.
yep.
Alright. Hello? Hello? Oh, I can't hear you. Why can't I? Oh, you know what? I am gonna do it in. I'm gonna do it in a party, because I'm just not getting anything with this. TGG Evan, yes, accept, and thank you. Right, I'll do party. Come on. I'm so sorry about this. Just a long pause, and it's gone down to 16 viewers. I'm not surprised though. I'm not surprised in the slightest. Like, people leave. The racing is done and finished. Uh, Add. That's what we want. We want TTG, Evans, and Sander. Where is he? Right, we'll add him. Oh, I'm so sorry about such a delay. Let me just grab. Who else do we want? We want Sanders, don't we? Oh, I'm gonna have to search him up. He's disappeared. Search for players. Sander. Yo yo. Hello. We're just grabbing the last man in, because, yeah, there's obviously a top three, of course. And let's hope he's online. Just makes my life a bit easier. He is lovely. Right. Well, we have third place, so let's start there, because that's what I like to do. Whereabouts did you qualify? You qualified sixth, if I'm correct.
I qualified seventh, I think, but my
You
team had a
qualified.
grid penalty.
Ah, okay. So it was a decent qualifying,
It was
and I
good.
mean, just the race happens. I mean, I'm pretty certain. Did you have quite a you did a two stop, didn't you? So did you do quite an early stop, or did you just do stops under the safety car?
I stopped under the first safety car because I may have ran up the back of someone and broken my entire front wing. That was what
No.
happened there.
Yeah, not ideal. And then obviously you were one of the soft runners right at the end, and I think the end is what we're going to talk about because the end is one of the most like mental things I've ever seen. Talk me through your perspective, man.
Well, there was 10 laps to go under one of the safety cars anyways when we got restarted, and I worked my way up to, I think I ended up in second eventually, but it was very up and down. Then there was four of us at the front really, and we all just kind of went for it. And then on the last few corners, the Ferrari and the Mercedes were side by side, and I tried to sneak up the inside, and I got one of them. And then me and the Ferrari were side by side for the final two corners. He just edged me out a little bit, but it was still really close and very scary, to say the least.
Yeah, what was it? It was 0.047 right at the end between you two. So narrowly missing out on that second spot, but overall, are we still pleased with the podium?
I didn't expect to score points, if I'm honest, so I'll happily take a podium.
I think that's no, you can't expect anything more, can you? Especially if you're not even expecting points. Um, and one last thing that I always like to do with people: 3 words to describe your race, in particular.
Um, Very, very crazy.
Very, very crazy. I think about half the grid can say that because the level of close racing was unbelievable. Like people staying next to one another at 4/10 it was quite impressive to say the least. So congratulations to you. Your
Thank
strategy
you very
clearly
much.
worked, and looking forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night. Right, let's move on to P2. That was a bit of a tense finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was quite hectic to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, so you were running P1 for a long time, weren't you? From about half distance. Am I right? About
Yeah,
half distance. You sort of after it was after the
yeah,
second safety car.
yeah. I think I pitted on the first safety car, and then the leaders pitted in the second safety car. So then I came out in the lead, but
Hmm.
my tires were obviously a bit worse than other people. But then I led until the penultimate lap, really. So, but then I got overtaken by I don't know, yeah, the guy who won. I think it was it Nicholas. I think.
Yeah, it was.
Um, yeah, it was on really old tires, so it was difficult to defend. But it was quite hard racing. But I think it was just about fair.
Yeah. Were you when that final safety car dropped with about 5 laps to go? What was going through your heads? Were you thankful? Were you worried? Anxious? Knew that it was all
Uh,
over? What were you feeling?
I was actually quite happy with it because my tire was really bad, so
Yeah.
I could save a bit of my tires. But I was also I didn't know what to do to pit the softs or no, so um, because I was in the lead, so I couldn't watch other people what they did. But I stayed out, and luckily almost everyone stayed out because if everyone pitted for soft, then I don't think I would have finished in P2.
Yeah. And right towards the end there, obviously you were you had the two Mercedes, and I know that there was a little bit of contact, but I don't think it was all that much your fault. Were you were you more worried at the fact that there was sort of like two Mercedes that could work together, or sort of when the Alpine came in, was that almost a bit of a stress relief? Obviously, I know that he came to bite you at the end, but it could be a bit of a
Um,
relief.
the Alpine was on soft, so it was. I think it was on soft, right?
Yeah, it was on sauce.
Yeah, so it was really difficult to defend him, and one of the Mercedes had front wing damage.
Yeah,
Um, that was because I think it was in turn 4. I think it was.
yeah,
He got into the back of him. I think he just missed it, and I broke a bit early. I don't know, but um, I don't think I brake checked him or anything like that. And then we had the other Mercedes, who was obviously really fast as well, and a bit fresher tires than me, I think. But yeah,
yeah. And from you as well, what is your 3-word race roundup?
a very hectic end.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think it's pretty similar for everyone, but you got to ask it. You got to ask it. Thank you very much for joining us, and congratulations on P2. And we'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Right, let's move on to our winner. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Start to finish, started on pole. It was a very good lap. We can talk about your qualifying because pole position. How were you feeling?
Yeah, the pole position was pretty nice. I thought like I came on half an hour before the race, and I was like, I should drive some laps on with dry weather. It worked quite well, but then I saw the rain in qualifying, and I was like, that can't be true now. The first lap in the rain wasn't that good. I thought like, yeah, okay, that's gonna be a P10, P11 maybe. Yeah, it went different. I had the pole with I think half a second in front of the P2.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was pretty happy with my lap. Was a bit
yeah.
confused about that.
So, thing is, it's difficult to talk about the race because everyone was in sort of different net positions because safety cars and pit stops and galore. But like during the race itself, you kept it pretty clean, if I'm recalling.
Yes, it was a pretty clean race. I hope the safety cars are getting less in the next few races because I think we had 4 safety cars, and
Yeah,
it's for me personally it's a bit too much. But it was really fun. Um, my teammate and we had some great pace. We hope to get some big points in the next races as well. He was a bit unlucky there because in the lap 35, I think, he broke his front wing completely because he just braked little bit too late and just drove into the back of the Ferrari.
yeah,
Yeah, but the race, it was really fun. I had some nice battles, clean and fair races, clean and fair racing. Sorry. Um, yeah, it was just great.
yeah. And so we'll talk about the end there as well. You definitely obviously you took the idea of capitalizing on opportunities on that 35, and then you just broke away. Where did all that pace come from?
Um, I don't know, to be honest. I think it was some fresher tire than the Ferrari.
Yeah,
I don't know if Evan was behind my teammate and he had front wing damage, obviously, so that helped me a little bit. And yeah, I think it was just the tire degradation. I had just fresher tires for like 4 laps, I think. They're pretty fast. And before the race, I thought, yeah, I could drop the front wing, maybe 2 or 3, and so I did. Um, yeah, I think that helped as well.
yeah. I noticed that you had some great little. Oh, what would it be? A little bit of team orders right at the end because obviously you knew your teammate wasn't going to be up to pace. Was that communicated or was that sort of just based on instinct?
It was based on instinct. We didn't communicate throughout the race. Mm, yeah, I thought maybe he could let me pass. He let me pass. It was pretty much that what I expected. So, yeah, just teamwork, I guess.
Oh, fair enough. And yeah, what does it feel? round 1, race 1, winner. Talk me through the feeling.
Yeah, it's just a great feeling. Especially after the last seasons. I think I drove 2 seasons last game. They didn't start quite well and they didn't end well. So I hope I can get some more points this season. And the first race, of course, to win the first race is a good basement for the next races. So yeah, it's just great.
Yeah. Wishing you all the best for the rest of the season. Well, congratulations on your win, and see you next week. Hope to see you up at the top.
Yep. Thank you.
Oh, good night. Oh, say, don't go. I didn't do you
Yeah?
three. I didn't do you 3 words. What am I like?
3 words.
3-word
Okay.
roundup.
I'd go with Codemasters hates Mercedes.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you. Bye.
See ya. Bye. So I think that just about sums it up. Thank you all very much for joining me. There's quite a lot of you. We pulled 1,862 views for F11 PlayStation. I've done it again. I need to turn that off. I'm so sorry. But thank you all very much for joining me. Thank you for the people that have said thank you for the commentary. That's really nice. Okay, yeah, people just telling me that I've got their names wrong, and please tell me if I've got your name wrong, because I look like a right donut if I keep saying it wrong. So thank you. And I will see you all next week. Good night. Oh yeah, I'm gonna end this stream, and then it's gonna go over to the F9 race. So I think it's on lap 12 probably by now. So I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Go watch that. Probably won't have as much enthusiasm as me because, well, come on. I'm dead proud. Yeah, this is my first race on PSGL, if you can't tell. Thank you all very much for joining. I've been the Car Statistics for F11 PSGL. Thank you, and good night.